Hello, Matthew Williams here, bringing you a quick video to talk about a horrific. It got my heart when I heard about this. Listen, Causes, which I am very active on, it's a thing called Causes, and you can sign petitions and you can start a cause, and you can get people to sign, and it's very good, it's good on political things, and sometimes, people trapped in countries because of oppressive regimes and countries cutting down rainforests, killing poor little animals and everything, sort of social injustices, whatever. Anyway, I got one this morning and it says, sounds terrible this, doesn't it? It says, last week, a pound for stray dogs in Liverpool picked up a Jack Russell, small dog, named Charlie. But Charlie isn't a stray, he belongs to a little girl with autism. And the pound is charging her dad £100 to get him back, and it's asking me to take action to save the autistic girl, give her dog back. Yeah. So this is on Causes, and I couldn't fucking believe this. Now, some of you are going to say, Matt, you're just a meanie. You're just a meanie, Matt, because surely this autistic girl should have her dog back. And it's like, so I read the full fucking description of this bloody Causes thing. Now, what it doesn't say is how autistic this girl is, okay? Which is pretty fucking important, because most of us are actually somewhere on the autistic spectrum, they say. We're all on that fucking autistic spectrum somewhere. So how fucking autistic is this girl, Is she extremely sort of, hello, how are you? Oh, it's okay, I'm not going to... Is she that sort of autistic girl? Or is she perhaps just, a highly functioning autistic person who, maybe gets a little bit of help from the government with the disability payments and free computers and that sort of autistic? Because I know that sort of autistic person. I know those sorts of people who seem to be pretty much fully functioning normal members of society, but are on the autistic spectrum and get free fucking computers and things like that. But trying very hard not to be mean, we don't know how autistic this girl is. So how should I feel about whether or not it is fair or unfair for the council, for her local council, to have taken this dog into protective care because it ran off when the owner, being the dad, the dad being the responsible adult in the house, took it for a walk off the lead in a forest and it ran away. Now, goodness gracious, this must be the only time in history that a small Jack Russell, little prick of a dog, decided to catch a scent and fuck off and run through the forest and then not come back. And goodness gracious me, this must be the only time in history that a dog like that has been picked up by the local council dog warden, who was then taken it into a facility. Strangely, they have these facilities for stray dogs. Not that they ever get used. I mean, there's never ever been a circumstance at all, ever, where a dog has gone missing and had to go to the pound. Never. It's never happened. Never ever happened. This is totally unheard of. So goodness knows why the council have a pound, and why these stray dogs would be there. I have no idea. It's completely preposterous that dogs would go running away from their owners, especially when not on the lead. I mean, what are these silly dogs thinking of? Haven't they got any common sense, these little dogs? Anyway, so this dog that has been there, the council have decided, to charge £100 to get their dog back. My goodness. I mean, what were they thinking of? Didn't they know that this child was autistic and that it was her dog and she was autistic and she deserved special treatment, different to the rest of us, and that her father, who isn't autistic, who took the dog out for a walk, the one who isn't autistic, Daddy, who fucking lost the dog, they're penalising him very, very unfairly because the dog got lost. And Daddy doesn't want to pay £100 to the council. And I can quite understand. You know, when he has an autistic child, why should he have to pay £100 for his child's dog when he lost his child's dog? Why should he have to pay £100 to the council? How disgustingly unfair of the local council to provide a service where they look after dogs that have gone in stray and then charge £100 to somebody who's got an autistic child. How dare they? In fact, I think the council should not only zero the fee, I think the council should return the dog in a limousine to the man with the autistic child, right? I think it should be returned in a limousine. And I think that because the council have deprived that poor child of her dog, which was lost by the dad, right? I think because she has been deprived of that dog, I think the council should pay them compensation of £100. I think the council should, any dog that gets lost to any autistic child, the council should pay £100 to that autistic child for the terrible stress that they have had to go through in waiting to have their dog returned. I mean, it's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting that the council should be charging £100 to fucking get your dog back when you went and lost it. Well, anyway, I signed the petition, and in the petition I put, you tight-fisted bastards, why don't you just pay the fucking £100 to get your dog back instead of putting a causes thing out there, right? Which, by the way, 47,000 people have already fucking signed. Yeah. Now, I'm fully in agreement for the council supplying ramps for people to get into public buildings. I'm fully in support of equal opportunities for jobs and things like this. But I'm sorry, if you happen to be disabled or autistic, and especially if the person who fucking lost the dog isn't autistic, then you owe the fucking £100. So pay the fuck up. Yeah? Pay the fuck up, or alternatively, why don't the 47,000 people who signed the fucking petition all donate 1 pence? You'd be rich as fuck then, wouldn't you? You'd be rich as fuck with your poor autistic child, which we don't even know how autistic she is. Yes? So, fuck this shit. Causes, do me a favour. Stop sending me stupid fucking things like that. I had to sign it in order to make a comment, but really, honestly, causes, that's the biggest waste of time fucking causes thing I've seen since I've been on there for about the last 2 years. That is the ultimate fucking waste of time. Asking people to sign that. The council have not done anything wrong by providing a service to look after people's dogs when they're fucking, when they're, if anything, that money which you're paying, that £100, is to keep dogs alive. Yeah, for a bit longer when they're in that place. Because, let's face it, if you can't afford £100 to get your dog out of £1, then you probably can't afford £100 to take your dog to the fucking vet. And you probably don't have veterinary insurance. So if you don't have those things, you shouldn't own a dog. So, fuck you. Good night.